The Oneida community was founded by John Humphrey Noyes in 1848. Noyes created the society with the religion of perfectionism because he believed that true Christians were only those who were completely free of sin, perfect, so to speak. The Oneida community practiced complex marriage, which is a form of free love. The people of the community were all married to each other, and in the traditional sense of the word, they were not married to anyone. The new commandment is that we love one another, not by pairs as in the world, but en masse. In addition to complex marriage, Noyes enacted an experiment of stirpiculture, which was a form of eugenics that was created to safeguard the future of the community and the church. A committee ultimately chose people who were most holy in the community and free from notable physical defects. It was through the creation of these practices that Noyes was able to further establish what he thought would be a more holy and perfect community. So what was the reasoning behind complex marriage and stirpiculture? Did these practices lead to the demise of the Oneida community?
Our religious beliefs are very important to us. Marriage does not exist in heaven, and God does not recognize marriage. God must intend for there to be no marriage on earth either. We are doing what God wants. We are pleasing Him. Our use of complex marriage allows for God's love to run freely through our community. With God's love within us, we will be a happy society.
Noyes' stirpiculture experiment began in 1869 and ran for 10 years. His committee compiled medical histories and studied the genealogies of potential parents. During this experimentation, 60 children were born, with the majority of the boys over 6 feet tall and the girls robust and well-built. By the Oneida's logic, this form of eugenics would produce better citizens that were more attuned to God and more likely to live holy lives.
Though complex marriage was at first successful, toward the end there was growing tension between the young and the old. Although I agree with the practice of complex marriage, I know of many other young women my age who desire to partake in the institution of marriage in the same way that it is allowed in the outside world. I know of one couple that has left the community to be married by a minister and to live their lives married only to each other. This act has spurred attention, and some of my other friends are considering doing the same.
With stirpiculture, those chosen to procreate were often young people, which created a growing barrier between the young and old. Not only that, but Noyes' main objective to put stirpiculture into effect was for the preservation of the church through the creation of perfect children. However, it was found that the children produced from the experiment were not holier. In fact, very few ever became church members.
It was evident that both complex marriage and stirpiculture were vital practices to the Oneida community and were created to maintain a functional religious society. Unfortunately, they both contributed to the end of the community by creating a divide amongst the members.